walking through the fire, shadows on your name. Every scar you carry tells you not to be ashamed. The journey isn't easy, but your soul is worth the fight. Every step you're taking pulls you closer to the light. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? When you have an awakening, it's just the beginning. It takes a lot more than you think, so don't stop your healing. Don't stop your healing. People may not see it, the battles that you face, but breaking down the old walls makes a stronger place. You don't have to hurry, healing has its pace. Even in the silence, love will find its space. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? When you have an awakening, it's just the beginning. It takes a lot more than you think, so don't stop your healing. Don't stop your healing. Keep going, keep growing, even when the pain is showing. Keep rising, keep fighting, your spirit's flame is never dying. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? When you have an awakening, it's just the beginning. It takes a lot more than you think, so don't stop your healing. Just keep going, keep going. Breathe in, let it flow. You're stronger than you know. Every ending starts again. The healing never ends. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep growing. This is the life you're owning. Don't stop your healing, no, you're just beginning. So keep going. tide where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown. On a journey, you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost. With tales that chill and spirits roam, a freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown. On a journey, you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost. With tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
The engine is starting up.
For launch, GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Riff Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
What is up, all you freak? Okay, what's that noise? Am I doing something wrong?
What does the noise sound like?
It just said the freaking awesome paranormal show. Like it was a voice.
I didn't hear it.
It said freaking awesome paranormal show.
That's
So, like,
wild.
it's weird because it wasn't like any of us saying it. That is weird. I don't even have anything on here that would say that. You know, I don't have a soundbite that would say it.
Told you, weird things come through.
This place is possessed.
It
The Rift
is.
Restream is haunted. Guys, we're going to investigate the Restream tonight. Hearing voices. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to the freaking awesome paranormal show. That was just strange.
It was strange.
Well, I'm gonna turn this off.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen, like, and see if I heard it. You know what I mean?
It's
But
very
I didn't
faint.
hear it when it happened.
It was like that voice that we heard earlier, well, a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Weird.
But that is weird. Strange indeed. So waiting on Dana to join the queue here.
Okay.
I'm excited to hear about your trip to Trans-Allegheny.
Oh,
I'm kind of glad that Dana's not here yet. I want to give you the proper amount of time to, talk
oh
about
my
your trip and
gosh.
stuff.
I don't even know
Um,
where to start with that.
Before you do that,
Mhm.
let me wish everybody a very happy Veterans Day. Thank you to the
Yes.
troops. We went out to Evergreen and Woodland cemeteries on Saturday to place flags for all the veterans that are buried out there. It was a lot of fun. Smaller crowd than normal, so it was a lot more walking. We were supposed to have the troops come out to help us out, but their bus got a flat tire on the way to the cemetery.
Oh, no.
So they ended up having
A
to
bummer.
wait for the people to come fix their tire, and didn't work out, but it was fine. We had fun. Nice weather, not too hot, not too cold. It was pretty fun. And so happy Veterans Day to all the troops out there, and we thank you for your service. We appreciate you, and want to say happy birthday to my mom
Oh,
in heaven. She is celebrating up there with my grandparents. So today is her birthday. So happy birthday to
wow.
her.
Yes.
And
Happy heavenly birthday.
yes. And well, that's about it for me. For all I have. We have the show Sunday night, the freaking awesome playlist.
Yes. Which
Sunday
is
night.
good because I didn't. I'm glad we decided to cancel because I literally walked in my house at 8:45.
Good. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you got home safe
Before the
and
snow.
you could, relax and not have to worry about the show.
Yeah.
I saw that. Listen to the Ryan Effect, the replay of it today with Christina and Renee, and I think they did a really good job.
Oh, great.
On
I haven't
Sunday
had a
night.
chance
It was
to
fun.
listen, and it's been crazy. I took a half a day off work on Friday to go to West Virginia, and you would have thought I was out for 2 days, the amount of email I came back from. Too.
Jeez.
So
That's
I
always
was like,
fun to
oh
come
my
home, too.
gosh. So
Let's see what's up. I just heard.
I just heard what's up, free, and it just like cut Ryan off. Huh.
That's so weird.
But
Yeah.
you heard it.
So I'm not. Yeah. So I'm not. I'm not. He's not. I'm not the only one who heard it. Who's hearing voices coming out of the restream apparently. So why don't you go ahead and tell us about your trip to Trans-Allegheny? Because I know everyone's anxiously waiting.
God, I don't even know where to start. We went up early. We all went up early Friday so that we could, spend some time touring around. So we went to Saturday. We just did some running around. We went to Sutton and we visited the West Virginia Bigfoot Museum, and we visited the Flatwoods Monster Museum, which is of course about an alien that supposedly landed there. So that was a lot of fun, and got to hang out with Courtney and Sean, and just kind of goof off. And then we all went to Trans-Allegheny during the day. We didn't take a tour or anything. We just went to go get pictures because we knew by the time our investigation didn't start till 9 p.m. So we couldn't get there. They said we could get there between 8 and 8:30, which we did, but we knew it would be dark, so we wouldn't be able to get really, really good pictures. So we went and, took group photos and things like that just to, get that done. And then, of course, we all went and rested up a little bit, got some dinner, got some food, and then headed back. I will start by saying the pictures of Tala for Trans-Allegheny on their website, on Facebook, everywhere you look, does not do it justice to what it's like when you see it in person.
Yeah, it's hard to.
And how big it is, and it's crazy.
It's hard to put that into like with pictures and stuff. You always want to be like, you can't convey the vastness of things through a picture.
Yeah.
But I bet
so
it's
that
really
was
big.
like one of those things, and literally I sat there like, I can't believe I'm here doing this right now. Like, I can't believe there's 17. There were 17 of us all together. It was 3 teams. It was, of course, FPRI, Hill City, and then our friends at Overland were there as well. So all together, there were 17 of us. And I can honestly say we were all together when it started. They make you take a tour of the lobotomy area, and then you can either do an additional tour or you can separate. And literally, we never saw anybody the rest of the night till it was over. Like, it's that big of a place that 17 people can wander around and never see or run into each other. But everybody's still kind of going through evidence and stuff because it's so much, but we got a lot of EVPs. We got some good EVPs. We had some amazing SD sessions. We had, the typical stuff with equipment going off, but very pointed to the point, like we had an SD session going and a tripwire going, and we were getting such intelligent responses in the children's ward through the SD session. At the same time, we asked them to go touch one of the specific lights on the tripwire, and it triggered. So we had a lot of really, really good things. I did a SD session myself, and we had some pretty good results. I didn't know people, of course, when you're under, you don't know people are moving around. And apparently Michael Brooks walked in the room I was in while I was doing it. I didn't know he was in there. And I started things like leave, get out, move. And like he left and he came back, and I said, no, get out now. So like there were some pretty, and I'm going to tell you what, of all the places I have ever been, I have never seen so much shadow figure activity. Like, it was crazy the amount of shadow figure activity we got. So I don't know. I would honestly 100% go back again.
Well, good.
100%. I hope I get an opportunity at some point to go back.
I'm sure you will. How did it feel when you walked in? Did you feel anything, or was it like when you walked in the door for the first time?
It depended on what area you were in. There were areas I walked in and I didn't feel much of anything at all. And then there were areas that were much heavier. Oh yeah, we had a flashlight move. One hallway we were in, we kept getting shadow figures. We were all seeing a huge shadow figure at the end of the hall. Then we had something nondescript. We don't know what it was, but it was something almost like you step on a board and it cracks. We all heard that. And then we heard a movement, weren't quite sure what it was. And everybody turned their flashlights on, and a flashlight that we had set up in the hallway had pretty much moved complete direction and slid down about a good foot or two. It was very strange. Very, very strange.
You see that Teresa comment? Did the shadow figure stuff kind of freak you out a little bit?
Yes and no. When they first start, they always freak me out a little bit because, like, when we were doing it, we were just walking through, and one of the girls I was with was like, "Do you see that?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, I just saw a shadow figure. So we all kind of back up and start looking. And as you're walking, you do start seeing, I started seeing some of the same things that she was seeing. Then we hear an audible woman cough, like one of Marge Simpson's sisters, is what it sounded like. And so that made the shadow figures made us a little jumpy, I will say, a little jumpy. But it was just more like we got some shadow figures at Sweet Springs, but this was like they were everywhere. It was bizarre. I have never really felt like that before, or seen that many before, and have multiple people seeing the actual same thing. And the one we saw he was huge. It was a male figure, and he was huge. He blocked out almost a whole side of a laser grid. And it looked like he was just leaning up at the wall looking at us.
Sounds like you picked a good night to go.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, Ronnie Copperhead was there. He was super cool. Of course, about hour and a half, my knee was really bothering me, so I stopped. So we sat in there I sat in there and talked to him in the break room for a while. He was really cool to talk to.
Maybe we should have him on the show
We
sometime.
should have him on the show. We should.
He's been on the show. Oh shit! He's been on the show. They're like way early. Like 10 years ago. So I think it's about time to have him back on.
But it was wild. Like I had so many plans I wanted to do while I was there. Like I definitely thought at some point I would, I figured we would all investigate, and at some point we'd probably all meet up, taking a break or something. And then I was going to run off with Sean and Courtney for a little while. And then Courtney and I had some things we wanted to do, just she and I together. And it's kind of like, I was like, well, I just want to start the night off with my team. So we took off and we started investigating, and then never saw anybody again till like 4:45 in the morning.
There are not enough hours in the night to get done all the stuff you want to do. Sometimes you're like best laid plans, like, oh, I'm going to do this, do that. And then like all of a sudden you turn around, it's like you said, 4 to 5 in the morning. Everyone's getting ready to go home. But now you just have an excuse to go back.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope at some point I get a chance to go back, because there's definitely some places I didn't get to that I kind of felt some stuff there, but we just never got to it. You know what I mean?
Yes. So now we've got, like you said, you got to go back. But now Dana has joined the queue.
Yay.
We're going to add her to the show here. Welcome back. Long time no see.
Sorry, I got a new cat.
Oh, is that your cat?
Yeah, so little bit like a week and a half ago, I was outside of my mom's house and this stray approached me.
Thank you, Renee.
And he was just so sweet. He came up and he was like crying and wanting to be held, and we decided we couldn't leave him there, so we were like, all right, we'll take him home. Apparently he is neutered, fixed, and microchipped, and I tried to call the microchip company to get in touch with them, the family, and they never called me back. So he's just kind of ours now, but I have 3 other cats, and the adjustment period sometimes is crazy, and you just heard chaos.
Oh yeah, it sounded like a rush. Like, what the heck was that?
Well, he's fine as long as they don't get close to him, but I have one cat that's a bully, and she hissed at him, and then it was a whole big thing. And they knocked down a picture, and they moved some chairs, and it was chaos for a whole couple seconds.
You know how kids are. with Luna, she's usually good with other dogs, but there's one other dog that walks around the apartment, and the other dog wears a sweater too. And I dress Luna up in sweaters and stuff like that. So I think Luna is mad because she's the only one's allowed to wear clothes. And she sees this one dog and she goes off on, like, not like playful, but like, I mean, it's like, I don't know if they're like, making fun of each other's moms or whatever. They're barking, or I don't know what they're doing, but there's something going on between them, and it's not pretty. So yes, tonight we're going to be doing readings. Tonight we've got to end around 10 o'clock tonight. We can't go super late.
Yeah.
But Dana will be back on. Are you still going to come on with us on our TikTok at the end of each month?
Sure. No problem here.
Awesome. So this is a makeup show because you were supposed to come on in end of October, but I end up having to go to the hospital with Angie. So this is like the makeup TikTok show. We were supposed to have it at the end of the month. I had another guest, but I couldn't get in touch with her. And Dana was nice enough to join us tonight. So thank you very much for coming on. If you want an extra reading or you want some more time with Dana, her Facebook page is Divination by Dana. You can find her on Facebook. Go give her a like, and get a reading from her because she does a really, really good job. Like I said, please use all caps. Agatha, I know I see you. I know you have I know you have a hard time with that. Teresa was on. I saw her earlier. She would like a reading, and Agatha so far, they both want a reading.
If you just put a comment in, I'll add you to the list.
And I'll try to get through these fast. I wish I could get to everybody tonight, but we got limited time.
Tell you what, come on. I don't know what day it is. Let's see. What's the last Thursday of the 27th? This might be Thanksgiving. All right. Yeah, we'll do the 20th.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Actually, I don't know.
All right. So
I think
we'll do another one.
Yeah. I would say I think we have that date booked. We may have to go into December, maybe the first week of December or something. December 4th.
Okay.
December 4th, and when we got the end of the year, you come out at the end of the year, so that's what we'll do. And Denise Mitz is also put in a request for a reading.
All right. So who am I doing first, Rhonda?
Teresa first.
Teresa. Okay.
Gotcha, Keith.
Well, I know why Teresa wants a reading. Teresa's going through it. So it looks like the reason that Teresa needs a reading right now is because she's going through it. I see the Tower card and it's crossed with the King of Pentacles. So it's kind of like right now we're going through it. Like life is lifing, definitely, and it's lifing hard. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing, because all the Tower is doing is clearing out the old and getting ready for the new and the more abundance that's coming into your life. But you're also crossed by, it seems like a very confusing time, like very complicated, because we're also crossed by the King of Pentacles. So we got a lot of that really generous wealth energy, sitting in your seat of power, getting your finances in order, getting your health in order, getting your home in order, things like that. And so it just seems like things are hectic and chaotic right now because you're trying to get shit done, and life keeps lifing, shit keeps happening. But this shit keeps happening because you were ignoring the signs and the universe had to clear it out. So don't get frustrated. Just know that this is like what's supposed to be happening. And there's no, like, I keep hearing like, no, it's not a curse. There's nothing against you. Like, there's nothing like that. It's just, this is part of the universe's plan to set shit right. Now, the ultimate goal is to reach the sun, and that's a really great goal to have because the sun has amazing energy. The sun is sunshine, happiness, warmth, childlike happiness, things like that. So that's our goal. So just don't lose sight of that because it's going to be coming to you. I see that like I'm almost hearing that like you kind of lost your spark in the past, and that's kind of why things are going the way that they're going, and that I feel like you've really also been in a little bit of like hardship and lack. Maybe there were some issues in your family life, maybe there were some financial issues, maybe there was something like that going on, but and that was leading to it. And I'm also wondering if you're dealing with a lot of assholes and bitches lately and you're having a hard time holding your tongue. Just know that holding your tongue is the right thing to do. Like, yes, you can snap back. Yes, you can do that, but don't keep your temper in check right now. If like, I feel like you're biting your tongue, but just know that there's going to be good things to come out of that. Like, we all wish that we didn't have to bite our tongue, but sometimes we need to. The looks like I see in the future for you is the Nine of Pentacles. So everything that you're working towards as far as like um, independence and gathering your stuff and stepping into your own power and just getting your shit together and having like your home, your finances, all that and stuff in order, it's coming. You're just in a difficult spot right now, but we kind of need to be that way. But it feels like right now too, you are in a position where you are like you're like I said, you're dealing with assholes, so you're kind of having to watch your back, which isn't fair, and but it's necessary. Like, it's stressful to be constantly watching your back, but just keep in mind that if you don't watch your back, then other people can sneak in. And right now, you need to focus on the people around you. You don't like it. I usually tell everybody let their guard down, but this isn't the time to let your guard down. The way you're affecting the universe and the universe is affecting you is you've got the upper hand right now. It doesn't feel like it because life keeps lifing and shit keeps happening, but you've got the upper hand right now. So don't lose sight of that because good things are coming. You've got that energy, that wonderful energy coming your way. I feel like you're kind of unstable emotionally right now. Like, you're very empathetic and you're kind of letting that get in the way. So just take a breath and reflect and you can let your emotions have their space, but don't let your emotions rule things. Like, give them space to breathe and let them out, but don't let them rule things. What the ultimate outcome should be is you should be in a very good place. And you should definitely step back into that power and be where you need to be. And good things are coming your way. You're just in a difficult, rough patch right now.
Well, there you go, Teresa. Hope that helps you out. I know you're busy because this is your busy time of year. With taking pictures. And
I love how she commented, "Don't lose my shit."
Yeah.
LOL.
It's hard to not lose your shit, especially this time of year. I think everyone gets overstressed, and they don't take time to enjoy themselves.
I feel like this time of year, people look too much on perfection, like having the perfect Christmas, having the perfect Thanksgiving. If stuff goes wrong, people don't know how to pivot. And we could really take a lesson from like what this time of year means spiritually, where you just need to fall back and reflect instead of stressing out.
Yes, I think
because we need to learn how to pivot. Nothing's ever going to go perfectly. Perfection is imperfection traced in gold, basically, like those Japanese pots or those Chinese pots where they break them and they fill them in with gold. That's perfection. Imperfection is perfection traced in gold, basically.
And it's never perfect at the time either. It's always when you look back on it. Like, you look back on Christmases or birthdays and holidays when you were younger, and you always have to have those rose-colored glasses on. And at the time, it may not have been as good as you think it is now.
Yeah. Because you forget, like, when it comes to memories, thank you, Teresa. When it comes to memories, like, we tend to look on our childhood fondly, and then as adults, we tend to only remember the bad things, but we forget that we're making positive memories for the people around us.
Exactly. So who do we have next on our
got
list?
Agatha.
Agatha.
All right, I did a reading for Agatha before, didn't I?
Yep.
Yes, we have.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to say, taking a look at this, is Agatha, you need to find your peace. You have a lot of blockages and energy, and it's not your fault. You're just shouldering a lot right now. So you need to take a step back and just find your peace. When I take a look at the cards, I see the Eight of Wands crossed by the World. So in my interpretation of it, the Eight of Wands is basically like very chaotic energy. It's like everything's coming at you all at once. And it's just like everywhere you turn, there's something going on. But then the World is when everything comes full circle. So it's like this chaos is here for a reason. Because, well, first of all, life would be dull if we didn't have chaos. And then second of all, it's all happening for a reason. Things are moving fast and coming left and right because things were stagnant for too long. The ultimate goal here is to have things move faster when it comes to like health, wealth, and your home. So whether you need something to come faster with your finances, whether you need something faster to go on at your home, or whether you're waiting for news about your health and it needs to come fast, that's the ultimate goal here. And also the ultimate goal is that we need to ride strong through the storm. Looks like you've had some good things in your past that kind of led you where you are right now. And I also believe that's kind of why things are going a little bit stagnant, because it looks like you followed your own bliss. You started your own journey. You started your own adventure. You decided to start making decisions for you, something like that. And you also had a period of time where things were very blissful and you were very and you were maybe opened your home to someone or opened your heart to someone, and things were good for a while. But if we don't remove this stagnant energy and start switching things up and doing stuff for ourselves rather than other people, what's going to happen is we're going to start carrying loads that aren't ours, and that's not fair. We've got the nine of Wands here, and we don't need to carry these loads. Sometimes you need to delegate, but it looks like these loads were meant for you to carry, but you've been carrying them for too long. So it's time to take a break. Where we are right now is it looks like there's people out there who could help you, and maybe they're just not communicate, like there's a miscommunication, or it looks like you need to reach out to community and find that support system outside of yourself or outside of your regular support system. The way you're affecting the world and the world's affecting you is it's causing you to not look at the bigger picture and ruminate on what's going on in your head, instead of seeing the world for the bigger picture that it is. Internally, it looks like you have so much strength. You are such a strong person. You are a beautiful person, a beautiful soul. And I can tell by looking at this in your energy that you've been through a lot. And your strength is blocked right now because you're ruminating. So it's time to start journaling or start venting or start finding people that you can talk to get the stuff out of your system so that you can remove that blockage and bring back that strength. Granted, your strength is always there regardless, but right now it feels like you're kind of doubting that. So don't doubt that. And the ultimate goal is to leave your baggage behind and start a new journey. So all of that negativity, all of the emotional damage and baggage that you've been carrying with you, it's time to let it go. And it's time to move on with your journey. I think that's why the chaos is there. And I think that's why everything's coming full circle simultaneously, is because you are meant to simultaneously shed your baggage and have everything come full circle and move on. Things in life aren't always linear. Sometimes we do things in steps, and sometimes 6 things happen at once. It looks like you just got stuck in the situation of 6 things happening at once, and you kind of don't know how to move forward. So just kind of go with the flow, get your emotions out, remember your strength, and just leave all that bullshit at the door.
Sounds like good advice to me. Leave the bullshit at the door.
It's so much easier said than done.
I know, right?
Yes, I wish I could leave my bullshit at the door, but apparently my bullshit follows me. So I try to practice what I preach, I promise. But
yeah, it's hard. Follows me wherever I go.
And I'm a queen ruminator. Whenever I get anything that talks about rumination, I'm like, I get it. Because let me tell you, if I don't put the TV on to go to sleep at night, I will think myself back awake.
I used to listen to podcasts to fall asleep.
I have comfort TV shows. So I have like 5 TV shows that I've watched all the seasons of so many times that I like basically know it word for word. And because it's so predictable to me, it's kind of like a PTSD thing. Like we like things that are predictable, and hearing the TV in the room kind of makes you feel like there's other people around and that you're safe. So I have like several TV shows that I just put on, and they're my safe shows, and I fall asleep to them.
That's good. Have the comfort. I have some podcasts I'll listen to sometimes that'll help me sleep, or like white noise. Let's see. Let's put Melissa DeSantis as our last reading of the night.
Okay.
That
Then
should
if we
give
have space, we can add after that. Yep, I got it.
yes. And if you guys if you don't make it, Dana will be back December 4th on TikTok, on our TikTok page. So we'll get you guys next month.
Yep.
Technically should be on
And I just
twice.
wanted to respond to Agatha really quickly.
Okay.
Absolutely. Be strong and just remember to separate yourself. You can give people help with their problems, but you got to separate yourself from the problem once you're done. So if somebody trauma dumps you, then don't take it on for yourself. Just kind of let it roll down your back, give your advice, say your piece, and not let that be the end of it.
Hope that helped.
All right.
All right, we got Z Sun Dragon, which is Kevin. His next.
All righty.
Oh, I love Tin Cup. That's a good one. Kevin
Tin Cup
Costner.
is a good one.
So Kevin is tired. Kevin is very tired and ending cycles right now. And now is the time for collaboration to end this cycle and start anew and take advice, start like reaching out to other people and taking advice, things to that effect. Where we want to be is we want to kind of find that childlike wonder back in ourselves, reignite like that childlike spark, be able to laugh just for the sake of being silly instead of laughing at something mature or adult. What brought us here was there's a lot of emotional things that are going through with this, and it's like I kind of wonder like if you have any issues with unresolved trauma, because it looks like, and if you're an empath, because it almost looks like being an empath has taken a toll on you, and instead of being a positive, beautiful thing, it's been a curse. And we have a lot of grief that we need to walk away from, a lot of grief in your past that we need to work through and move forward. So that definitely see that as being a reason as to why you are where you are right now with every ending cycle. And it looks like the future goal is to gain stability again. Now, I don't know what stability means for you. Stability can mean a lot of things. It can be mental stability, emotional stability. It could be financial stability, stable home, stable family, things like that, or just stable relationships, friendships, things like that. But it looks like the ultimate goal is to gain that stability. Right now, you have a blockage. So I'm feeling like this is more of an emotional thing, which is kind of sucky because that's harder to work on than like money problems or things like that, because you can always take on a second job or a side hustle or something. But this seems to be a little bit more inner work that needs to be done. Where you are right now, though, is you are working your ass off. You've owned your craft, you know your worth, and just keep on pushing forward with that, because that's going to bring you a lot of good. The way the world's affecting you and the way you're affecting the world is you are living in the tower moment. So shit is happening, and it's a shakeup, basically. Your whole world is shaking up, but that's okay. Sometimes chaos can be beautiful. When you think about the reason that the chaos is there, chaos can be a beautiful thing when it's shaking up stagnant energy, when it's removing things that no longer serve you, and when that chaos brings something beautiful at the end. So this isn't necessarily a bad time. This is a good time. It's just, it's very heavy right now. Where you are mentally, it seems like, again, I feel like it's emotional issues because like the Five of Pentacles generally is like lack and being left out in the cold and stuff. But I feel sad when I look at this card. So I'm also wondering if it's going back to how I suspected before that there was trauma in your life that you need to work through. It almost feels like mentally, like you don't feel like you're good enough, or that you're lacking something, and you're totally good enough. Like I can see it right here with the Pentacles, that you are absolutely good enough and you should know your worth. And so that's something that you just kind of need to work through. So I don't know what the best approach for that would be. I feel like your guides are going to tell you, because I feel like you kind of already know what you need to do. And what I see in the future for you is new opportunities to move forward and push past this. There might be even new job opportunities or new opportunities for a new circle of friends, but things like that. But you're definitely going to step out of the world that you're in and have an opportunity to step into a world that you don't know. And the question is going to be, do I stick with the devil I know or the devil I don't know? It's a shame I can't pull clarifiers tonight. I'm trying to put these in very random places so I don't have to like over shuffle. Because remember the last time I kept pulling the same cards over and over.
Remember last time it was they're very consistent readings.
Yes.
Last time, if I remember correctly.
It was theme night.
Yes.
It was. Hey, Courtney.
All right, who's next?
Denise Mitz.
What's up, Courtney?
Hi, Courtney. All right, so we're carrying some very heavy loads right now, and my instinct is telling me these loads are not yours to carry. Someone has either delegated them to you or just decided that you were the one that would do it. I feel like you got voluntold, not volunteered with these responsibilities. But we're also coming in hot and fast with like news about your stability and about like health, wealth, happiness, things like that. There's a lot of information coming in, or that there's information that's supposed to be coming in that maybe you're expecting. Where we are right now, the goal is to walk away from the things that no longer serve you. So you have to leave a toxic situation, or you have to leave toxicity behind, whether this be a workplace, a relationship, or something to that effect. You have to leave that behind. And my computer is about to die, so I guess I have to switch to my phone. But I'll keep going. So you have to leave that behind. Where we got to in the past is that there was a manifestation, or we're working on manifestation. I feel like money, but it could be health, things like that. And that's And we also had big decisions to make. And those big decisions kind of left you in a situation where you had a lot on your shoulders. And I feel like you got voluntold to do things. What we want to see in the future is we want to see your spark back. We want to see your creativity back. We want to see all of those beautiful things that make you you back. And we also want to see the ability to learn more and grow more with that. Right now, you're juggling too much and it's not fair. And internally, in the way the world's affecting you and you're affecting the universes, there's a lot of healing going on right now. But it feels like internally, like mentally, we're just kind of focused on the lack or being left in the cold. Like, I feel like we're kind of beating ourselves up and it's not fair. And that's not cool. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once.
It's all good.
But ultimately, your goal is you're going to leave all of this with it's going to be the time to action. The ultimate goal of this is for manifestation, and you're going to be manifesting some shit, let me tell you, because in the beginning of this cycle, you were manifesting shit, even though you're dealing with a lot right now. Once you work through this, it's going to be time to manifest again and do that beautiful magic that you're supposed to do and get shit done. All right. Alrighty. I'm going to switch to my phone.
And I see you. Two of you on there now. Get rid of you and put you on. There we go.
We can't hear you.
Let's see. Okay, try it again. And there we go.
1 second.
Now we hear you.
Yeah, my phone for some reason won't turn the volume on.
Huh.
Oh, well, I'll switch to my phone once my computer dies. Or I could just run and grab my charger real quick. One of the two.
Why don't you go and run and grab your charger real quick?
Okay.
Hey, Sean.
It is cold.
It's really
outside.
cold.
But you know what? It's okay. Because it's Christmas cold and it's magical. Magical cold is okay. When you get to January, the magic runs out. It is no longer fun.
Oh, you said Christmas cold.
Christmas cold.
There we go. We'll just make this work even though this cord is awkward. All right, who's next?
Keith Ottersberg.
All righty.
Yes, magical cold is okay. Exactly.
November and December cold is okay. January, February, March.
No. It could no. It ceases to be fun after Christmas.
All right, so somebody's in their head. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Alrighty, so we've got a lot of internal stuff going, a lot of internal growth, a lot of kind of sitting in the dark side of our psyche instead of sitting in the light side of the psyche, but that's okay because that's where the healing happens. So, and we're kind of maybe thinking about the past and how the past was better and trying to work through that and work through the future and see the future. But that's okay because we need to do that. We all need to sit on the dark side of ourselves sometime to find the light. That's what I believe. You live in the dark and you walk in the light. And that way you can stay balanced. What our ultimate goal here is to sit in our power, use our intellect, and use our words. And it doesn't matter if your words are harsh or cutting or biting. Maybe now the goal. Maybe the goal is to not bite your tongue anymore and just say what you mean and mean what you say. Looks like everything was basically full circle at one point, but there was a blockage, so it stopped everything from coming to a full circle. But that's okay because you had enough. You had everything you needed. But we also had to move forward past some things, and maybe there was a big change or something that happened, like a move or something that we had to look forward to, or some type of career change or something that led us to where we are right now, friend change and a relationship, something like that. The ultimate goal, or one of the things that I see in the future, is more fluidly being able to communicate emotions. Maybe that's why you're spending so much time in the dark right now. Essentially, too, you might also receive some emotional news in the future, but I feel like it's going to be good emotional news and not the bad emotional news, so don't worry about that. Currently, you are using your words and using your intellect, so stick with it. But the way that you're affecting the world and the world's affecting you is that you're kind of stuck in a situation where you don't see your way out of it, or where the way out of it doesn't seem that simple. And keep in mind that the simplest answer is usually the correct answer in situations like this. So don't overthink it. Just take a step back, remove the blinders, and kind of look at everything outside the box. Or I would say look at everything the way a child would look at it, because children find solutions to things that are so wild and so crazy. And sometimes they seem unrealistic, but sometimes their solutions are very simple too. So kind of look at it the way a child would look at it. Internally right now, it looks like you're getting your spark back, which is really good. I definitely think that's really, really good. And the ultimate outcome of the whole situation is the sun. So you've got good things coming. It's just trying to be a little bit patient. I would say that the biggest thing right here is to use your words and maybe remove a little bit of emotion from the situation and look at things from the side of intellect. And sometimes the most obvious answer or the most childlike answer is the correct answer.
I was like a child.
I said,
Hey, you
I
know
like
what?
that.
I mean, child's eyes aren't cynical.
No, they
So,
definitely aren't.
true.
They're not jaded to the world like we are. I try to look at everything with a sense of childlike wonder, but I'm also very jaded. But I think when you work in customer service for so many years, you just become jaded to the world.
Yeah, that can happen.
That's awesome, Keith.
Alrighty, who's next?
That girl.
Oh, that girl, I read for her before too.
You have.
You got a fan club here.
One second while I gather all the cards that fell on the floor.
It's not a good reading night unless that happens at least once.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Now I'm singing Jagged by Aerosmith.
Jaded that.
Jaded by Aerosmith.
Alrighty. So that girl is dealing with some changes going on here. We're definitely dealing with a situation of life changes, but we're also in the process of trying to move forward and create a future for ourselves, create money, create a household, create things like that. We're just trying to create a future for ourselves, and we're dealing with a lot of changes. One of the outcomes is this is going to be an end of the cycle, and unfortunately, it's going to be painful. Sorry to tell you that, but in order for us to move past this, we're going to have to actually feel our feelings and feel that pain. So that kind of sucks. What kind of led us in the past was we were given the chariot, but we didn't quite have control of it. We weren't quite driving the chariot. And unfortunately, that kind of led us to where we were going. We kind of let fate drive us instead of us driving our fate. And we also were in a situation where when you look at the card, where it's very obvious to find the way out, but the stresses of the world and everything don't show us the way out because we're blindfolded and we're blinded by the weight of everything instead of looking and going, oh my God, I can see the way out. One of the things that I see in the future for you is a time of rest and a time of renewal. So that's coming soon where you're just going to have to literally just sit back, rest, and listen to the silence, because in the silence, you're going to find the answers in your mind when we let that inner voice speak. And that's what you're going to be seeing in the future. And when that opportunity comes, don't fight it, just take it, because we're all living in such busy lives where we have to go, 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 or we're seeking to drown out the noise in our head that we very rarely listen to the voice in our mind. And that's something that you're going to need to do in the future, but you're also going to get rest and relaxation with it. It looks like currently you have the ability to have things come full circle when it comes to like money, health, household, things like that, but you currently have a blockage. So you need to work through that. I kind of feel like it's not as big as blockage as it could be, and that working through some emotional issues and maybe making some changes with your work life, whether they're just a change of attitude, like a mental change of attitude in your work life, or making a physical change in your work life. If you can work through that, then you're definitely going to get to be where everything's coming full circle. The way the world's affecting you and the way the world has, and the way that you're affecting the world is right now, there's kind of like that. We don't know when to stop fighting. We don't know when the horse is dead and to stop kicking it. We don't know when to pick our battles. So we're just constantly on edge. And everything's a fight, but it doesn't have to be a fight necessarily. We can take a step back and we can put down the sword. It's okay. The battle's done. It looks like you're holding on to a lot mentally, and it's time to let go of some of that. We don't need to be greedy with our emotions. We don't need to be greedy with our resources. It's time to just kind of release the control and let everything flow. And at the end of all this, at the end of the reading, we've got the Hanged Man, which is basically the same as the Four of Swords. you're going to have a period of time, and it's going to be coming very soon, where you are going to really just need to have almost like a spiritual awakening is going to be coming, like where you're just going to have to force yourself to sit back and listen to that inner voice and give yourself the rest that you need, because you deserve it. You don't really have a lot going on here in the way of like, what's the word? Besides the major changes that you're dealing with and some blockages, the reading itself doesn't look very bad. It kind of looks like normal life shit, but you're getting a break. And when you get that break, take it and listen to your inner voice and meditate and journal, because it's going to help you figure out if anything's been holding you back, what's holding you back, and what your next steps are in your life's journey. By the way, did I ever mention that Edgar Allan Poe is the death card in my
Nice. It
Nice.
fits. It fits. So who do we have next?
Renee Cody.
We got to condense these next. How many do we have left? 2?
One more after this, and then we're done.
All right.
Yep.
No, like 17 readings for me tonight. We're not working my ass off.
I know, right?
You did 8, which is really good.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like I did that many, honestly.
It'll be 8. Yep.
Feels like I did like 2.
Yeah, we went through them pretty
Yeah.
fast.
Everybody's been saying you're spot on, even without your clarifiers.
All
Killing
right.
it.
Ah, okay. So you need balance. We're crossed by trying to find balance in our life. I feel like things may be very hectic for you. I mean, granted, that's a very general statement. Things are hectic for everybody right now around the holidays, but I feel like this is different than normal holiday hecticness, that there's a little bit more that's going on here, and we're also being forced to move forward and leave our baggage behind. So it looks like maybe we're seeking balance and growth, which is good, because growth can be hectic and unstable at times, because you're constantly questioning yourself when you're growing, and you're constantly trying to move forward and leave what doesn't serve you. So this is starting off as a very good place emotionally, even though it feels like chaos and feels like hell, because growing is freaking painful, and anybody that tells you otherwise is full of shit. There is no happy ray of sunshine or anything when it comes to growth. Growth hurts. That's why kids cry, and they call it growing pains. Where we are, our goal, and I feel like this goal is very achievable, but right now you got some blockages, but that's where the growth's coming in, so don't worry about it. Is to fully embody the Empress energy. She is a creator. Women create life. Women become pregnant with children, but women can also become pregnant with opportunities. Men can become pregnant with opportunities. Anybody can become pregnant with something and let it grow. So, and create it into something beautiful and give birth to something beautiful, whether it's a business venture, an opportunity, things like that. So we're really moving forward and looking for the ultimate goal to be fertility, whether it be fertility in the literal sense or whether it just be fertile with dreams and opportunities. Where we're looking at the past is, my intuition says that you dealt with a specific asshole that kind of fucked you up. And that kind of put you where you are right now. And that put you in a position where you didn't trust your gut, you didn't trust your instincts, you were kind of questioning everything. But that's okay, because in the future, you're going to get your spark back. Your pace is going to pick up, and you might even find like life to be more romantic again. And that doesn't necessarily mean romance in the conventional term, but like romantic isn't like romanticizing things. So you might find life to be like a little bit more beautiful, a little bit more romantic. Or it could be actual love. I don't know. The card goes both ways, so we'll see. Currently, right now, I can see looking back on the past. I definitely can, because we hold a lot of nostalgia in the past, and it's painful to let it go. And sometimes we want to remember how great things were and not how great things can be. So that's kind of where I'm seeing things are at right now. The way you're affecting the world and the world's affecting you is you definitely have to walk away from some things that aren't serving you. And that's a necessity. Is you need to move forward, because the only way you're going to grow and find balance, and I mean, that's definitely backed up by the Six of Swords, so the Eight of Cups. These two cards are backing each other up. You definitely need to move forward. So that's part of the growing. Where we are with our emotions is you're exhausted, and that's okay. It's okay to be exhausting. Life is exhausting. Growth is exhausting, but you can let your guard down. It's okay to take a nap and not sleep with one eye open. It's okay to not be constantly looking over your back anymore. The worst is over. And what your final outcome is that you've got some beautiful things blooming in the future. And the outcome is that you're going to plant those seeds, and they're going to grow. And you're going to basically grow the garden of opportunity for yourself. You're going to make your own personal Garden of Eden. And you have that coming for you. And yeah, I can see how walking away from a mentor really hurt you, but it's okay, because right now you're growing and you can move forward. I'm still pulling reoccurring themes.
Yep, you are. You are. Everybody's carrying a lot of baggage that is not theirs.
Well, the holidays do that. Because I know, like, the holidays have been hard for me ever since I became an adult. I think, like, the first year that I moved out on my own, and my mom gave me a set of my grandmom's Christmas ornaments, and I hung them on my tree, and I just kind of, like, remembered as an adult that first loss as a child. Ever since then, the holidays have been hard for me. But I'm getting better. And I can actually decorate my tree now. There was a couple years where I couldn't. So I can see that. I can see that theme of moving forward. And yeah, yesterday was heavy. Put it down. Alrighty, who's next?
All right, the last one for the evening will be Melissa DeSantis.
Oh, you will be in the garden again, Renee.
Oh, yep.
That's why we're growing and working towards that. I have to say, Melissa has a lovely energy. Absolutely lovely. We're starting off by, it seems like you made some decisions in your life and you decided to make your life your own. You decided to start off on your own, follow your own bliss, and no one's really been able to make your life theirs or make your life about them. Like, you're very whimsical and independent in that way. and we're crossed by a lot of healing. And that's great. So we've got this beautiful fool journey that you took to follow your own bliss, and we're doing some healing. So that's absolutely great. And we've got the goal as being the Knight of Pentacles, so we can see the, the Pentacles move slower, so think in terms of years, but we've got a lot of movement when it comes to money and stuff and news, and it looks like things are going to be pushing forward, and you're going to be moving on, and that's great. The things that led you to where you are right now is in the past I feel like you've exerted more strength than that was fair, honestly. Like you're strong as shit. You're a badass. But the amount of strength that you had to show almost wasn't fair. It was almost like not cool to you. And we've also had to deal with a lot of when I say passion, I don't mean it in the romantic sense. I mean like passion, like when we get really passionate about something, we can kind of blow our tempers and things like that. So we've gotten a lot of like passion and strength that have gotten you in the past. So like, I don't know if maybe you were hot headed in the past, or if you had a really sexy relationship, or if you just had a bad temper, but you were or if you were just very passionate about causes. But that was in the past for you. And I can see that kind of putting you to where you are right now. Currently, one of the things that's coming up in the future is, I'll just show the card. So all of these people are supposed to be building something, and instead they don't know which way is up, and they're all kind of fighting each other. So it could be a little bit of chaos, or it could just be disorganization coming up in the future. And don't worry, because you're going to go through it. I see currently we're in a state where partnerships are a very positive thing, whether they are friendships, whether they're romantic, whether they're business. There's partnerships are a good thing right now. And there could be a particular partnership in general that you're thinking of, which is definitely the way to go if it feels right to you. You don't have to worry about second guessing it. The way that you're affecting the universe and the universe is affecting you is, baby, you got the chariot. Learn how to drive it. You have no blockages there. Sit yourself in the driver's seat. Don't let Jesus take the wheel, because this is your time. You take the wheel. And internally, you need to learn how to be happy and celebrate. I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit, and you don't celebrate yourself. So learn just how to be happy. Let go of the past. That's why you're on this healing journey. And the outcome of all of this is going to be the manifestation of utilizing your intelligence and your words. And I feel like maybe you're a writer. So utilizing your intelligence, your words, your writing to create new opportunities for yourself. And from there, you're going to definitely be able to create the life that you want. Aww.
Oh, that's
Yeah. She's been going through some stuff for sure. So I'm glad that she was able to come on here and get a reading.
yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I could too. Oh, I don't want to make you cry. Unless they're good
they're
tears.
good tears. I think they're good tears.
Yeah,
if I'm not
okay.
mistaken. They're good tears. Well, Dana, this was fun. Thank you so much for coming on and
Yeah, you did great. As
Thank
always.
you for having me.
As always. And Mish, Dana will be back on December 4th, but we will be on TikTok.
and Mish
Yeah.
doesn't TikTok.
Well, you can always contact me at my Facebook page,
Yeah.
Divinations by Dana. You can reach out to me, divinationsbydana at Gmail. And I also have an Instagram. You can reach out to me there as well. So I'm just a couple clicks of a mouse away.
Exactly. And she'll be back on December 30th to help us learn about what we should be doing next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Looking
might even
forward
put
to.
myself on that list.
Yeah, I might do the same thing. You have to read the,
We might put ourselves on that list.
I'm working on a new spread. I've started working on it now so that I can have it down by the end of the month.
if we have enough, maybe we think about starting it at 8:30 on that day, just so we can make sure we get
We
everyone
could.
in, because it's
We
going to
totally
be
Yeah.
could. Let's start it a
yeah,
little early. That'd be great. I should
Yeah,
be off work that week anyway, so.
maybe we should
But
have people reserve their spots ahead of time so that we can start early.
exactly.
yeah,
Make sure everyone has enough time.
yeah.
So yeah, I need to follow you and give you recommendations. Yes, definitely. Go everyone, go follow Divinations by Dana. Give her a like, and like you said, if you want a more in depth reading, definitely message her, and she'll help you out for sure. So all right,
Well, thank you so much for having me. I always enjoy doing this so much.
We
We-
do too.
we love having you on the show. Thank you so much. We will, for those of you who want to join us on December 4th, she'll be back doing readings on our TikTok page. This Thursday night, we have Jeannie Karaya Payette coming on the show, joining us, talking music, talking ghosts. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You get a chance, don't miss our TikTok shows. We had Luna Ramey, Spooky Luna on TikTok
Yeah.
last week. It was a great show.
That was so much
Um,
fun.
Dana will be back on December 4th. And we've got Shadows Abound Paranormal coming on the week after. So we've got a pretty stacked lineup coming up here. And on Sunday night here on the Freakin'
Yep.
Awesome playlist, we are talking about our favorite country songs.
Yep.
Making a country music playlist.
Yeah.
So
We'll have
we
a
will be
hoe down.
yes. Gonna have myself a hoedown here on the Freakin' Awesome Paranormal playlist, or Freakin' Awesome playlist. Dana, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank you
show.
so much for having me.
And guys, we'll be back here this Sunday night talking country music. But before then, be on TikTok with Jeannie Karaya Payette. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show.
See you guys later. Good night.
Bye.